Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Catamaran Central, and today we're going to pull one out from the vault, actually. I've wanted to do this video walkthrough for the longest time. In fact, ever since I shot it back in September of 2021, except for my dumbass lost that memory card. Well, today while cleaning out my desk, doing a little summertime cleaning, I found a missing memory card, which has the video walkthrough I did on hull number 1 of the Hudson Marine HH OC50. Now the OC50 was is a boat built by HH Marine Group out of just normal fiberglass, epoxy resin, that sort of thing, versus being a full carbon fiber boat. Now, like things like the bulkheads and a lot of the structure is still in carbon fiber, so it's still a very strong and light boat and an incredibly good sailing boat, but at a fraction of the cost of a full carbon HH50. So let's go ahead and jump aboard the boat. I'm gonna have a link in the description down below to a couple of pre-owned HH50s that are currently on the market. So definitely check those out, and that'll give you a good idea of what the secondary market is like for the HH Catamarans. If you have any questions on those boats, this boat, or if you're interested in HH Catamaran, definitely leave me a comment, shoot me an email. Let's go ahead and jump aboard. Okay, we're gonna start here on the port sugar scoop. Very much like the HH50, nice wide platform. I just want to point out the bridge deck clearance, which is a really important thing for any performance boat, as well as how high out of the water the dinghy is. This particular owner went with an OC tender, composite davits versus metal. Through here we've got the first of 2 mechanical spaces. We're going to make our way around the weather deck first, then back to the helm and into the cockpit. So this boat's equipped with lithium batteries and walk-on integrated solar panels. Nice wide weather decks making our way forward. Now this boat, the OC series, is different than the HH series, and that this is a fiberglass boat versus a carbon fiber boat. And honestly, walking on it, going through it, it doesn't feel any different than the HH. Obviously the price point and the weight are different. This boat's about 4 tons more, but from a construction standpoint and just walking on the decks, it feels equally stiff. So we've got the longeron here, split trampoline, code 0, Genoa. There's a stay sail furler. Everything on this boat leads back to the helm, which we'll take a look at in a minute. Just a really nice, sleek, sexy boat. Self-tacking jib here. Really large storage lazarettes through here. One of them, the starboard side, houses the generator. I'll also point out we've got the integrated sail lockers there on the starboard, as well as the port side. And something I just noticed too that's kind of worth pointing out is, how high out of the water that bow sits. You can kind of see it through the trampoline. But you'll see, this boat has just got to sail like a rocket ship. When I spoke with the guy from HH Catamarans, he said it's, obviously not as quick as the HH50, which is a full carbon boat, but it's pretty damn close. And for the price point you're looking at for this boat versus the carbon boat, it's a really good value proposition in my opinion. Sparkcraft rig, single spreader, full B&G electronics package. This boat's got cruising sails versus like high-tech sails. Which is, it's what the owner's looking for, what he's planning on doing. Gonna make our way back to the helm here. Nice bench seating for 2 comfortably, 3 very cozily. All of the sail control lines lead back here to the helm. We've got a nice pit for those lines just forward of the helm. B&G chart plotter, emergency cutoffs for the electric winch, windlass controller. One kind of weird thing is how the throttles are here in the center. For me, that would take a little getting used to versus having them on the outboard side. But then again, it does work with this design. Really good visibility forward though to the starboard bow, as well as both sterns too. So this does retract back here, so you can make it from the helm directly into the cockpit, although we're not going to step on the cushions. So a few steps brings us back down to the bridge deck level. You can see right here just how large that sugar scoop is, and you can see how well she's sitting out of the water too. Lots of natural light goes into those aft cabins through here, and then this large cockpit with the day bed over here to starboard side, and then a settee with dinette over on the port side. And I just love how this table is almost the extension inside outside. Yes, this boat can very easily be sailed by 2, but you could also have a dinner party of 10, 12 people on this boat still very comfortably. Let's go ahead and check out the inside of the boat. Okay, over here on the port side, we have an L-shaped settee where my beautiful wife is sitting for indoor dining, and you'll see that we've also got the exterior cockpit table, so you could have a huge dinner party here at Anchor if you wanted to. Port forward, we've got the forward-facing nav station where we've got a series of 12-volt switches, the master vault controller, Northern Lights generator controller, water maker controller, C-Zone, which is the vessel management system, and then the B&G electronics package with great visibility facing forward. Nice settee here, centerline facing aft. I could see myself sitting here a lot during a night watch or even off watch while underway and just being close to the action, but still very relaxed. We've got fridges and freezers here over in the starboard forward side, and then we've got a nice U-shaped galley over here starboard aft with an induction cooktop as well as a Force 10 oven. One thing I like is all the drawers are soft shut and they don't have button knobs either. So we're going to make our way down the starboard companionway, and we're going to look at the let's go starboard aft first. So this OC50, it's the first OC boat to be launched. Very similar layout to the HH50. It was going to be the same mold, and they had to retool. But the berth is very similar with a large window aft, large window on the outboard side. Beautiful woodwork throughout. It's a split head, so you've got first toilet here for the aft cabin, a shower center that's shared by both cabins. And then if we make our way all the way forward on the starboard side, we get to the second guest stateroom, which is a little small in this boat, but as as I always have to remind people, on performance boats, it's usually tighter accommodations, lots of natural light, as well as fresh air that can come in through that deck hatch. Making our way back through the, what's in here? Oh, a nice little storage lazarette, or a locker here in the companionway. Gonna make our way across the salon, over here to the port side, check out the owner's stateroom, which is a really well laid out stateroom. So we've got a large berth aft with two settees. We've got storage underfoot. There's storage under the berth. We've got a shelf up top. Lots of natural light coming in. Hatches overhead. Hatches on portals on the side. A lot of storage here on the outboard side, as well as on the inboard side. I think it's right here is where we have the washer dryer. And then the master head all the way forward with a separate shower stall forward. So this is the hull number one of the Hudson Marine Group HH50. Well, there you have it. There's hull number one of the OC50. I'm not sure how many boats they've launched over the last 2 years, although we're seeing more and more of the OC series out cruising around. I've talked to a couple of owners of OC50s, and I think it's been a very well-received boat that's a really, really good balance between price, performance, livability, etc., etc. So if you're in the market for a performance cruising catamaran, definitely a boat you should keep on the short list. Like I said in the intro, I've got links in the description down below to a couple of HH catamarans that are currently available on the market. If you have any questions on those boats or any other catamaran, leave me a comment, shoot me an email, and as always, if you like what I have to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.